WowWeeCHiP. Welcome to Project Ventive. In our today's video, we are going to talk about the WowWeeCHiP. Before the video starts, like and share this video. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel Project Ventive for more updates. Consumer robotics has not exactly flourished in the 16 years since Sony debuted AIBO, the first robotic pet. AIBO was introduced by Sony. AIBO was a gadget that was exceedingly smooth to operate, astonishingly clever, and extremely pricey. In the end, it was not even capable of surviving for as long as the typical dog. However, its influence can still be observed even to this day, as evidenced by WowWeeCHiP robot dog, which is endearing and, for the most part, functional. The $199 chip, which is primarily white, with silver, blue accents, and comes complete with a charging base, smart ball, and smart band, is intended for use by anyone who is 8 years old or older. In the same vein as AIBO, and countless other attempts at creating robot dogs, CHIP possesses some innate intelligence and even a trace of its unique personality. CHIP has a huge round head and a body that resembles that of a puppy, therefore it also meets the criteria for cuteness. Flexible rubber is used for both the ears and the tail. The head of CHIP can rotate from side to side, and the hip and shoulder joints on its legs allow it to move back and forth. The knees are glued in place. However, contrary to what you may believe, CHIP is surprisingly mobile given that it has mechanism wheels attached to each of its feet. Because of its unique construction, the robot dog is capable of rolling at a fast speed in practically any direction. The wheel performs quite well on most terrain and assisted my CHIP in overcoming some low barriers. However, CHIP is not intended to be kept as an outside robot pet. When I tried it out on the grass, CHIP's nice wheels more or less became immobilized. Bringing a pet into the house. CHIP does not need to be assembled, which is a relief considering that the stack of instructions papers, many of which are written in a variety of languages, does not adequately describe how to utilize CHIP's accessories or how to play with CHIP, the band and ball. Additionally, there is a free app that is available on both the iOS App Store and Google Play that you will want to download. This app provides an even better job of describing all of the voice, touch, and motion commands that may be used with CHIP. These particulars are buried beneath an unlabeled metal icon, yet, if discovered, they will prove to be of great assistance to you. CHIP ships with a half charge, but to get a full day's worth of use out of it, you will need to fully charge it overnight. The robot dog can locate its charging base independently. Through the use of the app, it is even possible to coerce CHIP into going there. CHIP's eyes, which are made up of 3 curved LED lights surrounding a circle LED, become red while it is operating in the charger seeker mode. CHIP is going to form a line in front of the charger, and then they are going to back up and sit down. The CHIP can pop up from the charging base when it is fully charged, bark, and then wait for orders to be given. Hand band on the finger. The smart band is an essential piece of equipment for living with CHIP. You talk to CHIP through the usage of this wristband, which is a rechargeable device that connects via Bluetooth. You can catch the device's attention by pressing the button in the middle that says CHIP, and you can also stop it from doing whatever it is doing at the moment by pressing the same button. You can utilize a put button that is located at the top of the screen to have CHIP follow you around. It's following the band. A fetch button that tells him to play with his ball, more on that later, and a thumbs up button that indicates positive reinforcement. Play a game. CHIP also comes with its very own plaything, which is a Bluetooth-enabled ball made of plastic, that requires 4 AAA batteries to operate. When you turn it on, it will immediately begin to communicate with the CHIP. When I pressed the fetch button on the smart band, the lights on both CHIP and the smart ball glowed yellow, and the little robot ran after it with all of the zeal that a terrier would have attacking its chew toy. The front paws of CHIP are quite adept at locating and wrangling the smart ball once it has been located. Both CHIP's chest and the ball have a magnet that, if aligned, will hold the 2 objects together and prevent them from becoming separated. However, CHIP can charge forward with sufficient speed and force to dislodge the ball and start it rolling in your direction. In most cases, though, my CHIP would locate the ball first, then patiently wait for me to take it and roll it away from it before speeding off to locate it again. Listen and be heard. When you play with CHIP, it will create several sounds that are reminiscent of dogs. It makes joyful noises such as barking, crying, and chirping. When it rises off its charging base, it gives off a strange sound that is reminiscent of a child yawning. When I first heard that, it gave me a chill all the way through. Listening is what Chip does when it's not busy producing noise, though. When WowWee showed me the first Chip prototype about a year ago, speech recognition was not only not included in the offering, but it was not even being considered as an option. The team compromised in the middle of the development process, and as a result, Chip can now reply to a few spoken orders. Pet, like. WowWee has incorporated several motions and touch sensors inside Chip to aid complete the illusion that Chip is a living pet. Chip's head is where the touch sensors are located. The robot dog barked and smiled when I scratched its nose. It also replied with happy pants. Because of the motion sensors, the robot can tell when you have moved it by picking it up or pushing it about. There are many different reactions to each of these acts that it can have. One feature that particularly appealed to me was the fact that I could kiss Chip, and it would respond by kissing me right back, with an audio kiss. Not exactly a dog. Chip is enjoyable, but it is not even close to becoming a true companion. Like most other mechanical toy dogs of its generation, Chip undertakes minimal independent wandering. Chip would mostly remain motionless and silent while I wasn't engaging with it, and the only time it would bark at me was on the occasion when it was trying to gain my attention. It appeared to be awaiting the next instruction. Chip has a larger range of motion than most robots. However, even though it promises to be attentive in all directions, it appears to be less conscious of its environment than other robots. It was constantly crashing into walls and other impediments in its path. If a wheel became hooked under a chair leg, it was extremely difficult for it to find a way to maneuver past the obstacle. The other primary issue I have with Chip is that it is extremely loud, and by this, I do not mean its barks and other pre-recorded sounds. The motors for the mechanism wheels are exceptionally noisy, to the point where my daughter described them as being annoying. I was powerless to argue. Instructions for charging Chip using the smart bed. The Chip can get his electricity from his smart bed. Follow any one of these three methods to charge Chip using his smart bed for the best possible results. Check to see that the Chip and the Chip smart bed are both turned on and are not too far apart, 3 meters. When Chip's power is running low, the robot will be able to autonomously detect this and drive to his smart bed to recharge. While the Chip and the Chip smart bed are in close contact with one another, you should keep the like button pressed on the Chip smart band. After recharging in Chip's smart bed, Chip will continue its journey. If Chip's power is severely low and it is not responding to commands, you can directly charge Chip by using the AC/DC adapter that comes with the Chip smart bed. When Chip is searching for the Chip smart bed, his eyes will take on a purple hue. However, after he has located the Chip smart bed and is successfully charging, his eyes will take on a blue hue and appear drowsy. After sitting, if Chip's eyes continue to be purple, he will attempt to change his position on the smart bed so that he can go into sleep mode. Chip's battery will automatically stand up when it is fully charged to prevent it from being overcharged. Pressing and holding the Chip button in the middle of your Chip smart band will allow you to call Chip from his smart bed before he is fully charged. Chip's eyes will become purple when the batteries are getting low, and they will move very slowly and produce a sound to indicate when the batteries are getting low. There are 2 methods available for recharging Chip. The first is through direct charging using the micro USB cable, and the second is through the use of the Chip smart bed. I'm not denying that Chip has any funny or touching moments. I have a lot of respect for Chip's ability to track the smart band, which makes playing fetch with it a lot of fun. Also, the Chip, the smart ball, the smart band, and the charging station can all be purchased for the low price of $199, which is an excellent deal when weighed against the expense of purchasing a real dog. Taking this one for a walk is completely unnecessary, which is an additional bonus. How was the video? Do you like it? Post your precious feedback in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Project Ventif for more videos.